Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about respiration. So, for easy understanding of respiration, we can take a simple example like roti, which is rich in carbohydrate, So, when we eat roti through our mouth, we digest the roti or digest the carbohydrate. How carbohydrate is digested, that part is already discussed in the digestive system. You can check it in the previous videos. After digestion, carbohydrate is transferred into glucose. Then glucose, which is C6H12O6, this glucose is absorbed by blood through villi. Then this blood will travel and carry the glucose to the cells. Then we inhale oxygen. In the presence of oxygen, the glucose inside the cells is broken down or burnt, and energy and carbon dioxide are produced. Remember, glucose C6H12O6 biomolecule is broken down into energy and carbon dioxide in presence of oxygen. This carbon dioxide later is exhaled. Now here we have a proof that we exhale carbon dioxide only. How can we prove it? So if we blow air through our mouth into lime water, the lime water remains generally clear. This lime water converts milky or turns into milky, becomes unclear. Milky means becomes unclear. Clear lime water turns unclear. Why? The reason behind it is that when only carbon dioxide can do this. Remember, only carbon dioxide can do this. When carbon dioxide reacts with lime water, the clear lime water turns unclear. So it proves that we blow air which has carbon dioxide as their major part. Now we have different types of respiration. So first we have anaerobic, later we have aerobic. Anaerobic means absence of oxygen. Aerobic means presence of oxygen. So in both the types of respiration, the first step is common. Remember, in anaerobic and in aerobic respiration, the first step is common, which occurs in cytoplasm of a cell. So respiration which is going on inside a cell, inside a cell, we all know that this is nucleus and the remaining part is cytoplasm. So in this part, this is cytoplasm. So in this part, the first step occurs. In the first step, glucose, which is a 6-carbon molecule, converts into pyruvate, which is 3 carbon molecules. That means we can say that the larger carbon molecule has been converted into simple carbon molecule. So 6, here we have 3C, 3 carbons, 6 carbons, 3 carbons, remember. So this pyruvate molecule, in case of yeast, which performs anaerobic respiration, in case of yeast, this pyruvate molecule converts into ethanol, that is alcohol. Ethanol, it is alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. Remember, pyruvate has been converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. In absence of oxygen, in case of muscles, lactic acid and energy are produced. In case of muscle cells in our body only. So both the process occur in absence of oxygen. But when this pyruvate enters into a cell organelle named as mitochondria, they convert into carbon dioxide, water and energy. So in presence of oxygen, remember, it occurs only in presence of oxygen. So in all the cases we can observe that both yeast and muscle cells produce lesser energy, but in case of aerobic respiration they produce more energy. That is why aerobic respiration is the most efficient type of respiration. Aerobic respiration is the most efficient type of respiration because aerobic respiration gives more energy, nothing else. Okay, now one more thing is there. These energies are not usable energies because these energies are nothing but ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That means three phosphates are there. Three phosphates are there. Adenosine triphosphate. It must be broken down to adenosine diphosphate, two phosphates plus extra phosphate. Must be broken down. ATP must be broken down to ADP and extra phosphate to get this 30.5 kilojoule of energy. This is usable energy. This energy is not an usable energy. So usable energy must be broken down to get the usable energy. Next we have aquatic animals like fish. They get oxygen which remains dissolved in water. Fish do not take oxygen directly from air. They take oxygen from water only. In case of terrestrial animals like humans, they take oxygen directly from air. So here is a difference which we know. Now if we are taking oxygen directly from air, the question comes how. Here we have a flow chart and the diagram also. So this is our nose, this is our mouth. Through both the holes we can take air. We all know that. So through nose, if we take oxygen, it will first go to nostrils. Oxygen will first go to nostrils where hairs are present. We can see it. The hairs which are present in nostrils, they have a function. These hairs prevent the entry of any kind of unnecessary objects, unwanted objects like dust particles or germs to go to the trachea or lungs. They prevent this passage. So these are very much helpful for us. So they have a function of filtration also. We can say that they have a function of filtration because they filter the air. Then this filtered air, that is pure air, go to trachea. From trachea they go to bronchus. We have two bronchus because we have two lungs. I have not drawn the lungs here. So two bronchus, then each bronchus divides into fine bronchioles. Then at the end of the bronchioles we find these balloon shaped structures known as alveoli. These alveoli have a well connection with the blood vessels. We can see it later also. These alveoli has good connection with blood vessels also. So the oxygen which was taken inside will then be transferred to blood, and from blood carbon dioxide will be taken, and in the same path it will be eliminated out to the air. In the same path, the path through which oxygen will enter, in the same path, through the same path carbon dioxide will be eliminated. Now I have already told you that the alveolus, this is a single alveolar. Remember earlier in the diagram it was many alveolus. Here it is a single alveoli, has a good connection with the blood vessel. So this is blood vessel through which blood travels. Blood enters through here and passes out through here. So when blood travels through the blood vessels, blood has a high concentration of oxygen and low concentration of carbon dioxide. High concentration of oxygen, low concentration of carbon dioxide. So blood has a low concentration of oxygen and high concentration of carbon dioxide. So we have high concentration of carbon dioxide here. So carbon dioxide will be delivered here, and we have low concentration of oxygen here. So oxygen will be taken here. So it is clear that from alveolus oxygen will be transferred to the blood, and from blood carbon dioxide will be transferred to the alveolus. Then this blood has RBCs, red blood cells or red blood corpuscles. We all know that in the red blood corpuscles we have hemoglobin. Hemoglobin reacts with oxygen, forms oxyhemoglobin. This oxyhemoglobin will be traveled to the cell, and cell will take only the oxygen part, remaining the hemoglobin. Leaving the hemoglobin, cell will take only oxygen part, and cell, after taking the oxygen, the cell will give out the carbon dioxide. From where this carbon dioxide has been obtained? From here we have already showed you that inside the cells, due to the breakdown of glucose, carbon dioxide is produced. This carbon dioxide will be delivered to the blood again, but in this case carbon dioxide will not be attached to hemoglobin or RBCs. It will be attached to the plasma part of the blood. Oxygen was attached to the hemoglobin part, but carbon dioxide will be attached to the plasma part. So along with plasma, it will go to the blood vessel connecting to the alveolus again, and from blood vessel carbon dioxide will be delivered. So it is a circular path. So how do we inhale and exhale gases? So we inhale gas, that means we will take the gas. Gas means oxygen. So how we can take oxygen? For this, the lung volume should be increased. That means if this is the alveolus volume, that is the lung volume, should be increased. Then only oxygen can come in. So for expansion of lung volume, the diaphragm lower down. Diaphragm means which part? So this is the chest area, and this is our abdomen area. Chest area, abdomen area. So diaphragm is the medium or layer or screen, we can say screen, which separates the chest area from the abdomen area. Diaphragm separates the chest area from the abdomen area. While expansion, diaphragm comes down. While expansion, then only the area will increase. When diaphragm will go down, the area will increase, and also the ribs will go up. The ribs will go up, so that the volume of lung increases and oxygen can be taken easily. The same reverse process occurs. Lung volume decreases, contraction, diaphragm goes up and ribs goes down. Just a reverse process to minimize the volume, to contract the lungs, so that carbon dioxide eliminate out from the body. So in this video, this much is enough. The remaining part will be discussed in the next part of the video. Thank you very much.